PRPC kids, it's Pastor Amanda with this week's children's message. We have been telling stories from our Holy Moly storybook, our Sunday school curriculum. If you haven't gotten your copy of our Holy Moly storybook yet, have your grown-ups email me at amanda@parkridgepresby.org. We are telling our fourth story of appearances of Jesus after he rose from the dead, after Jesus came back to life. And this is our fourth story in that little series. If you missed some of the previous ones, you can head to our YouTube channel, and there's a playlist for those stories, so you can get caught up. Today's story is about saying goodbye. Now, we just talked about how Jesus had been showing up to all of his friends. He'd been appearing after he had risen from the dead. They were barely caught up with the idea that Jesus was gone, that Jesus had died, and then he showed up to them alive again. And then today's story, we're going to hear how Jesus has to say goodbye to them. I don't know about you, but I think goodbyes are really hard. And today I think we're going to see that goodbyes were hard for the disciples too. Let's check out today's story. A blessed goodbye. I know it's surprising, but really it's true. Jesus is living for me and for you. And though they had heard this tale full of awe, the disciples didn't believe what they saw. For there in the room, standing with all of them, it's Jesus. He's here. Is that really him? Why so afraid? Do you need more proof? I'm really right here. I tell you the truth. Here you can feel, touch my hands and my feet. I'm also quite hungry. I'd love something to eat. So they gave him a fish and watched while he ate. Jesus flashed them a grin when he finished his plate. He wasn't a ghost. He wasn't a spirit. The man standing there spoke to all who would hear it. All that has happened to me was foretold by women and men, the great prophets of old. I can't stay for long, but please share what you've seen. Tell all the people this wasn't a dream. To Bethany then he led his dear friends, and he gave them his blessing. They watched him ascend. They watched as he rose with tears in their eyes. Disciples, and Jesus said final goodbyes. They returned to Jerusalem ready to share the love and the life that Jesus declared. So you can see they were a little surprised that they had to say goodbye to Jesus after just saying hello again. But this was always the plan. The plan was always for Jesus to go back to God the Father in heaven. This was always the plan. And so Jesus leaves not scared and not regretting anything, and he gives the disciples and gives us the message that it's not a bad goodbye, it's a blessed goodbye. And our job as people who believe in Jesus and trust him, to tell other people that good news too. That because of Jesus, we can know just how loved we are.